I'm very clear. Israel does have that right to defend herself, and Hamas bears responsibility.
A siege is appropriate? Cutting off power, cutting off water?
Well, I think that Israel does have that right. It is an ongoing situation. Obviously, everything should be done within international law.
Watching them. Red up. Got to keep your head up high. Yeah. It's pressure bus pipe. Can't deny the truth, you know. Never know. Well, there is only one way I know to survive. Got to keep your head up if you wanna stay alive. I and I, they wanna victimize. I and I, well protected by the Most High. The truth is within and you feel know. Some people only wanna see you down below. I and I must have to unify. I and I must have to make it no matter how them try. Manifest your work and everything will come after. Wicked man a lurk and them a plan for disaster. Tell you say them real and them no respect the master. Wicked man for laughing at the sea with no rafter. You will get a pair from your work hard. Knowledge is the key and you feel search hard. You can be whatever that is your call. Just give it your all. There is only one way I know to survive. Got to keep your head up if you wanna stay alive. I and I, they wanna victimize. I and I carry strength from the African pride. The truth is within and you feel know. African people, they wanna see below. I and I will always unify. I and I. Every other season, they try to trick us for no reason. You see, Rasta always ahead of them. Them know we not afraid of them, no. Dirty Babylon, you're greedy. What have you done to help the needy? Now, had to make it turn around. Survival is all I know. There is only one way I know to survive. Got to keep your head up if you wanna stay alive. I and I, they wanna victimize. I and I must have to survive. Truth is within and that's you better know. They will never live to see the pressures too below. I and I must have to unify. I and
Hello and welcome to another Empire Report. Following the disgusting, complicit, lying mainstream media's U-turn on their Gaza coverage, it was only a matter of time before the spineless, complicit neoliberals followed suit. We still have no clear idea why the lying mainstream media suddenly flipped the script and became concerned about the genocide. We feel they realized that the propaganda they were spouting was falling on deaf ears. The establishment media laid the ground for the genocide to take place while the morally bankrupt neoliberals gave the political cover. They stood at their podiums, performing moral grandstanding and committing their unwavering support for the genocidal, murderous state of Israel. They gave the green light, blank checks, and of course supplied the weapons to facilitate the mass murder. For nearly 2 years of slaughter, the neoliberals turned a blind eye, with the occasional crocodile tear saying, "We must get aid in." With the people's hatred of their establishment figureheads rapidly rising, the neoliberals are now acting like they had nothing to do with the genocide, and they are as upset as the people who had been protesting for the last 2 years. But unfortunately for the people of Gaza, all this pretending to actually give a shit is far too little and far too late. As we pointed out at the start of the genocide, that all those who helped the murderous colonial settler state of Israel will be judged on their actions. So purely out of political considerations and ratings, the lying mainstream media and their neoliberal political patrons have had to bow to the pressure of the people. Locking them up and calling them terrorist or Hamas simply has not worked. The lying mainstream media will not use the term genocide, Instead, they use terms like humanitarian crisis or the appalling conditions. They will not say that what is happening is a direct result of Western support. It is as if out of the blue people are dying of hunger due to crop failure. When the plank was explaining that it was okay to cut off the occupied, brutalized innocent people of Gaza from food and water, he became equally responsible for this crime. At the EmpireReport, we have been covering what the savage Western powers have done in support of this heinous crime and will never forget. With the UN General Assembly just around the corner, the neoliberals are gearing up for more moral grandstanding performances, claiming how they want to recognize a Palestinian state. What they fail to say is, for a Palestinian state to be viable, the colonial settler state must withdraw its occupation troops back to the 1968 borders. That is something neither Washington or Tel Aviv will accept. So in other words, when we hear the neoliberals acting the role of someone who cares, believe us, it's all more BS. They are trying to gaslight the people from a different angle. They are quislings and viceroys of the vassal states and ultimately serve Washington. You simply can't believe a single word that comes out of their lying mouths. It's all just an act. For almost 2 years they said that all these people are Hamas and therefore do not have any human rights. But anyone with an ounce of common sense could see straight through the weak and incompetent propaganda. Only those who want to be propagandized can actually hear these people talk and think there is anything genuine about these disgusting individuals who claim to represent the people. The fact that just last week the plank had his police out arresting 70-year-old grandmas under terrorist legislation laws shows just how morally bankrupt these people are.
Yeah, watch it now. Got to keep your head up high. Yeah. It's pressure bus pipe. Can't deny the truth, you know. Never know. Well, there is only one way I know to survive. Got to keep your head up if you wanna stay alive. I, they wanna victimize. I, well protected by the Most High. The truth is within and you feel know. Some people only wanna see you down below. I must have for unify. I must have for make it no matter how them try. Manifest your work and everything will come after. Wicked man a lurk and them a plan for disaster. Tell you say them real and them no respect the master. Wicked man for laughing at the sea with no rafter. You will get a pair from you work hard. Knowledge is the key and you feel search hard. You can be whatever that is your call. Just give it your all. There is only one way I know to survive. Got to keep your head up if you wanna stay alive. I, they wanna victimize. I carry strength from the African pride.
At the EmpireReport, we have been consistently saying over the last 20 months that we are witnessing the worst crime against humanity since World War II. We also insist that this crime could not have happened without the complicit help of Western mainstream media and the political cover given by the neoliberal governments. Between Genocide Joe and the out-of-tune trumpet, there is no difference. Both could have stopped it with a phone call. Both have armed and funded the colonial settler state. This was Cora Duncussing in London for the EmpireReport.
Survival is all I know. There is only one way I know to survive. Got to keep your head up if you wanna stay alive. I, they wanna victimize. I must have to survive. Truth is within and that's you better know. They will never live to see the pressures too below. I must have to unify. I